Uh, Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Friday morning Perk. Today is it's actually the Easter weekend. It's Friday, it's Good Friday, and we have diehards that wanted to meet today. I'm so happy to see you all, and we're happy to kick off the weekend. It's a beautiful sunny day today. Al, let's get the meeting started.
Okay, there you go. Salute.
Salute, everybody. Who's got coffee? All right. I wanted to thank our Perk sponsors for today. Center State Healthcare System is always a very strong supporter of the chamber. And first up is going to be Faz Ali from M&T Bank. Today is the first Friday of the month, and we are doing a leadership team presentation. We love to share what's going on behind the scenes in the chamber for all of you. And today, we want to see the new folks in the room. We have new folks that are here that joined in the last couple of months. Can you raise your hand? I know we have Jim, we have Ryan, and I don't know who else is on the phone, but I did reach out to all the new members yesterday and told them to make sure they were on the call. So maybe they'll be joining us shortly. But Faz is on the membership team, and he's in charge of new members, and he's got this great onboarding plan for you. And I would love for you to listen to what he has to say. Go ahead, Faz.
Well, thank you very much, Therese, and happy Friday, everyone, and happy Good Friday for those of you observing. You know, one of the discussions we've been having since I started here was the fact that members and new members is the lifeblood of this chamber. In fact, if you look at members as customers, then the lifeblood of any organization is getting new customers. For us, it's about getting new members, but not just about getting new members, but getting new life members. And how do you do that? Well, you do that when a member is engaged. So Therese mentioned diehards today, right? Ideally, we want to have hundreds of diehards where the member engagement becomes so high that our rate of retention of these members will continue. And that's how you have sustainable organic growth. So we saw that as being a very critical piece of this organization. So we wanted to make sure that we put together a process or a program, if you may, about how we were going to treat new members going forward, how we were going to get them engaged. So not only will they stay with the chamber, but they will be so motivated that they will refer other potential members. And thus you have the growth of the chamber itself. So we felt that stealing a page from corporate America in terms of how corporate America looks at acquisition of new customers, we wanted to take that same mindset. So we came up with an onboarding plan for new members. And this is a 4 to 6 months onboarding plan. That's why we're going to treat every new member very special. You know, from the first day we receive that application, we have defined a list of things that we will be doing with them to really personalize it, make that member feel special, create a path for that member to highlight their value proposition, whether it's a company or whether it's a service or a product, and to get them so much integrated within the chamber at a faster rate. And that, in a nutshell, is what we plan to do. The second thing we wanted to do is to use that to then measure the level of engagement of each new member. So there is a way to measure engagement level. It's not rocket science, but it's a good rule of thumb. So we also have a part of the onboarding plan is to how do we assess that? How do we measure that? And the reason for that is very important. We want to be able to know early o'clock if that member is engaged. And if that member is not engaged, to do the things that with that member, in conjunction with that member, to get them engaged. So we can now create that path so the member wouldn't feel disillusioned, wouldn't feel I'm just paying my membership and I'm not showing up. So that's what we are trying to do. So we have this subcommittee that we just put together. And I would say that every member is pretty much excited about this and growing it. We're gonna have we have a tracking individual tracking sheet to track it. So anyone in the board or anyone wants to see that progress can take a look at that. But the other thing is we are going to make sure that the benefits of being a member is really, really known and advertised, and to have that member fit into that broader membership package that we offer. So looking forward to growing this with everyone, and very excited about it, where we're heading.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Faz. And I love the plan that you have together. And I would like to actually hear from the two new members that are in the room at this time, just to see how you found the chamber, and how do you feel about the first, I know both of you have been in the chamber for about a month now. So how you feel about what's going on. And I would love insight to what you'd like to see as a new member. So let's start with Ryan.
So I found the chamber through talking to a mentor of mine who is part of her chamber of commerce in her county. She was like, "Why don't you check out the Monmouth County Chamber of Commerce?" And what really helped me is that there was a student membership available, because I just graduated school, so I was able to qualify for that. So that really helped me want to get involved, because I could afford it. I really have loved my first month, been able to make a lot of connections, and been able to just learn the business world better through attending events and stuff like that, because I'm new to everything basically.
Awesome. And Ryan, why don't you tell us what you do? You can do your 30-second commercial now while we're recording.
So I started a nonprofit called Greater Than the Game, where we want to inspire people through sports. Our mission is twofold: to inspire people, to show them that they can accomplish anything they set their mind to, through articles and podcasts of highlighting people that do it. And our other mission is to help people with disabilities get adaptive equipment that they may not get otherwise. So we just started in last June. So we're going to start fundraising in mid-April.
I love it. You started your own business in the middle of a pandemic. That takes a lot of bravery. And you have this chamber's support. Whatever you need to flourish, we're behind you. We'll help promote you. We'll refer people to you. We want to see you succeed, Ryan. So you're in the right place with the right family.
Thank you. I appreciate that, guys.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And one other thing before we move on to Jim, why don't you tell us of an old connection you found through the chamber?
So Mark Vigiani used to be my karate sensei. We did karate. I've known him since I was like 4. So it's weird calling him by his actual name. So I usually refer to him just as sensei. So if you hear me say sensei, I'm talking to him.
Isn't that awesome, Mark? If you want to add anything to that.
Yeah, listen, I know Ryan and his family for a very, very long time. Thrilled that you're here. Just really nice to reconnect. And again, like Therese said, we're looking at the family right now. So we're here to help each other and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, awesome. I'm glad you're here. All right. The other new member today that's on the call is Jim Brickle from Comcast Business. Jim, why don't you tell us how you found us and what your experience has been so far?
Good morning, everybody. Well, I actually came across you kind of reattached while prospecting in Middletown virtually, making some phone calls and stuff. And Sherilyn and I got into a discussion and kind of rediscovered the chamber. I had been engaged years ago when doing the IHOP meetings and all with a different company. And it's amazing to me how much it has grown since then. It's quite impressive. I've managed to make a few meetings now. I guess this is my first of the month meeting, which seems to be very informative about the chamber every month. So if you're going to invite people, I would recommend inviting them to the first meeting of the month. It's a great introduction.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm just very impressed with the participation and just the level of businesses that are in the place. I've joined a number of networking groups and chambers over the past couple of years, and you can only buy so many press-on nails and do so much Pampered Chef and stuff like that. But the level of corporate participation with this chamber and is very high, and it's just very open to everybody. So it's a very welcoming.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jim. Why don't you do your 30-second commercial now also?
Well, obviously, everybody knows Comcast, whether you have a choice or not to know it. But Comcast has worked very hard over the past several years here in trying to become a partner to their clients, as opposed to, just their only choice. We do a lot of programs now where it's all about the feedback of the company, and we rate our own satisfaction levels through our customers themselves. The technology, we utilize the technology itself to engage the customer. So we do constantly doing surveys of satisfaction, and our satisfaction level has risen greatly just with that interaction. So everybody knows that it's all about the interaction and trying to partner up with people to move each other forward. And that's the attitude I take with Comcast as well. There's a lot of things that people may not know that we do, and hopefully I'll start to introduce to people over the course of time here. And just the differences in levels of service as well. So I like to try to help people as much as I can get as connected and productive through their technology as possible.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jim. It's so wonderful to have you here, and nice to see you so engaged as well.
Thanks.
You're
Everybody
welcome.
have a great holiday too.
Yes, thank you. So the other person that's going to be speaking today is Kathrine Dwyer, our very own YPG co-chairperson, and she's going to talk about the upcoming, I love the golf clap, Kerri. She's going to talk about a very important event, our first major event that's coming up 1 month from yesterday on May 1st. It's going to be a Saturday morning meeting, the first time that this chamber has done a Saturday morning meeting. And Kathrine, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see everyone.
I'm going to have to sign off.
Okay, Al, thank you so much.
I'll miss you,
Kathrine,
Al.
I will definitely listen to you another time.
Register for the Leadership Summit. That's all we ask.
Yes, Al, because you leave
Happy
early.
Easter,
You have
Al.
to register.
Happy Easter. A hug. Happy Easter hug. Look at that. He's all right. Go ahead.
It's nice to see everyone's face and not just the phone dial on the car. So I am talking about the Leadership Summit. So the Leadership Summit is on May 1st between 9:30 and 12:30. It is a Saturday morning event, but we felt, collectively that this gives people a better opportunity to participate for, potentially the entire event rather than doing it during the work hours. Because some of us don't have the ability to just chop off 3 hours of their workday. So throughout the course of the event, we are having 4 main breakout sessions. We may potentially have a keynote speaker and then an intro and a closing. So throughout, these 3 hours, we have lots of learning opportunities for those who are current members, for those who will be guests, and then those who are graduating college. So we are aiming the audience across the board. Obviously, the college kids get a discount because we want them to be able to afford it. And then throughout this next couple weeks, we are having an early bird special. So between now and the second to last Friday of the month, which is the 23rd of April, there will be a $10 savings opportunity if you register early.
Actually, $5.
$5. I lied. $5 is a cup of coffee and a bagel, everyone. So you can save an extra amount of money to then bring it to the Leadership Summit. So you're all prepared for breakfast. So it's a great opportunity, to save $5. And who doesn't like $5? You can go to Five Below, any hoozle. If you register early, I think it's a great benefit because 1, you get a preview of the outline when you register, and everyone should have gotten it in their emails yesterday as well. With a registration link just as a preview to the event. For the Leadership Summit, we will have plenty of speakers, which would include Jerry, Sherilyn, Joanne, Dawn, Therese, Bonnie, myself, Gerald, Matali, and then we're also having a subsection for the nonprofit organizations. Throughout this, conference, we hope that everyone has the ability to participate. It will not only just be like a networking opportunity for everyone, we're really encouraging the learning aspect for all the subtopics that we are including. I don't want to go too deep into the outline because I want everyone to preview it when they're registering. But I think, if anyone has any general questions or ideas or things that they want to contribute to the summit, I think that would be great. Obviously, we're looking for sponsorships, just like any other event within the chamber, which the email for sponsorship should go out relatively soon as well. But I believe it's on the website also, if you guys wanted to participate in that regard. Some of the sponsorships would include like sponsoring the speakers, sponsoring the leadership summit as a whole. If you want some social media shout outs. So also I call it the Therese background. If you wish to have a Therese background behind your head while you're in the conference, either to, you know, promote yourself or promote one of your friends in the chamber to help out the summit. I mean, that's a great background. Who doesn't want to look that good this early on a Saturday morning? I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to like dive too deep into it because I don't want to give too much away. Obviously, there's some surprises that I can't really give out now, but I'm looking forward to a Saturday morning event. I appreciate everyone who's donated, you know, their time and their efforts thus far. Really need to thank the board for all their support. And also, I'm not the only one like contributing to this. Members of the YPG, Devin, Kerrick, and Jeremy have really been helping me out like on the back end with some like late night phone calls, my random ideas throughout the day. So I need to, you know, give a shout out to the whole chamber and, you know, the team behind the scenes to make sure that everyone gets credit where credit's due.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kathrine. And the background, if you want to advertise your business, we're going to put the background behind the speakers. So the speakers in each room will be able to advertise you as a sponsor of the event. So that's how we're working out the background. And there's, I think, 8 speakers.
Yeah, there's 8 speakers.
So we have an opportunity for 8 people to sponsor a speaker. So thank you so much, Kathrine, and thank you to you and your team for all the work you're doing. The best way you can thank Kathrine is to register.
I'll put the bit.ly link in the chat, everyone.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. Awesome. So register for her event. We would love to see a nice crowd there. And it's going to be fun and educational. And I hope you all join us. And also, Kathrine, you're doing a little bit, you're collecting some gift cards from businesses. Is that?
Yeah, we have a lot of businesses that either like I had personal relationships with, or I just reached out to because they're within the local community that have been donating gift cards. So I feel like at this point, there's kind of like a small business restaurant kind of basket happening because we're aiming to have raffle baskets at this event as well. So if you have any friends that potentially would donate, you know, a $10 gift card or a gift card of sorts, or even a voucher, a lot of businesses are doing vouchers rather than physical gift cards, which I think is cool. I think that would be, you know, greatly appreciated, obviously, and we would thank them appropriately.
And it's a great way to support our local businesses that are struggling right now as well. So that was a great idea. Thank you so much, Kathrine.
No
All right,
problem.
I'm going to put you in the hot seat for a couple of minutes to talk about golf. We have 3 major events going on. First in May is Leadership Summit. Then we have June, the golf outing. You want to just talk for 2 or 3 minutes about golf before we start introductions? And then Bonnie, I'm going to go to you to talk about Beacon for another couple of minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right. So the big, first of all, the summit in May is going to be a really, really good event. Looking forward to that. The first 2 live events that the chamber has done in a long time is going to be the golf outing, followed by Beacon. We're really looking to make both these events, you know, just big successes. We've got a great team on the golf committee. Bonnie's co-chairing with me. Anybody else here on the committee? We got Matali, we got Erica, Patrick and Craig. And I still feel like I'm missing somebody.
And Duane.
Thank you. And Duane. So we're pretty much all ready to go by next week for getting this thing out there promoted. We already have a handful of people telling us that they got foursomes coming. Big part of both these events, though, are the sponsorships. There's all different levels of sponsorships. The bigger sponsorships with the golf outing actually include the foursome in the after event. If you can't play golf or you don't want to play golf and you want to come after, there's an opportunity for that. It's a cocktail party, and the golf outing is going to share part of its proceeds. We're going to donate to the AUSA Junior ROTC Scholarship Fund in memory of Colonel Sam. So there's a lot of good reasons to come out. It's going to be a good networking event, I think, and I'm hoping a lot of people bring people from outside the chamber in with their foursomes, and it's an opportunity where we can have a really warm touch and grow the chamber via an event.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark. And for those of you that don't know Colonel Sam Fuoco was the president of AUSA, and he was a very avid member, a very active member in the chamber, came to a lot of events, very social man. Everybody loved him all over the county and beyond. He's the president of the Monmouth County chapter of AUSA. And unfortunately, last April, he passed away from complications of COVID. So we haven't gotten together as a chamber in person in a way to honor him. And we thought the golf outing would be a perfect way to do that. So I'm very, very proud of this team for pulling together this event. And we are putting a slideshow together with Colonel Sam to honor him. So if anybody who has had a picture taken with Colonel Sam, please send it to us so we can include it in the slideshow at the awards reception. All right. Okay, Bonnie, next up is our Beacon of Excellence Awards. It's now called the Beacon of Heroes, and Bonnie will explain why, and that's happening in July, on July 22nd. And oh, by the way, the golf is on June 16th, the Wednesday before Father's Day. It'll be mostly all day, 10:30 registration through the cocktail hour that starts at 5. It's 5 to 7, I think, or 8, the cocktail party. So, all right, Bonnie, go ahead.
Okay, the Beacon of Excellence has always been to honor different organizations or people within the community. And this year we decided to do the Beacon of Heroes. And we're going to be honoring the 5 hospitals in Monmouth County, which is Bayshore, Central State, Monmouth Medical, Jersey Shore, who am I forgetting? Riverview Medical Center. Also, the Monmouth County Mental Health Association, the VNA Mental Health Clinic, and the commissioners of Monmouth County that help the small businesses stay open through this whole pandemic. This is a big event for us. It's, we're reaching out to all these big members of the community that really put their lives on the line for everybody during this past year. And we're trying to really step up our game on this. And it's going to be at Bella Vista. It will be a cocktail reception. It will be hybrid. So those that, aren't comfortable in person will be able to attend. There'll be a pre-taped videos of each of the recipients of the award. Hopefully from their facilities or whatever they have. We're very, very excited about it. And we were asking for the support of everybody and, also people outside the chamber who want to help honor these people.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Bonnie. So you see, we have a lot going on, and we will be seeing people in person in two of these events. And we hope that you'll be there with us in one way or another. I love doing the hybrid for Beacon, so that allows people from other areas, even people at longer distances, to come in and celebrate these honorees with us. And I'm definitely looking forward to all of this. So thank you for all your hard work. Does anybody have any questions before we move on to introductions? All right. Thank you very much.